Hey guys, what's up and what's going down? How are you doing today? It's a Dizzy One here, back again, once again, and today we are taking on the Miami Heat. But before we get into that, thank you guys so much for the support that you've shown in this series. If you like the episode or the series, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I am mind blown at what you guys have done so far. I was thinking we'd average around 10 to 20 views per video for the next 5 to 7 months. But with your support, we are closer to 60 to 80 views per video, and that's just mind-boggling to me. I'm absolutely shocked at the proportion of support that you guys have been showing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough. But with all the mushy stuff out of the way, let's get right into the video. We're taking on Dwayne Wade. He is by far the best player on this team. And I'm not gonna lie, it was very difficult filling out this roster because a lot of the all-time great Heat players are either still active in the league, like LeBron James, or they aren't best known for being in Miami, like Shaquille O'Neal and Chris Bosh. So I had to improvise filling out the roster with two created players at power forward and at center. We have Caleb DePogie, who just took that difficult shot and knocked it down, and we also have Joshua Manchild manning it down in the paint, and there he is right there with the lob, off balance, floating it in. Difficult shot to make. But even with that, they're still at the bottom of the standings, and it's just because that this group of guys don't have enough firepower from the perimeter. Kobe Bryant showing them how to get it done from outside, just pulling up from deep. And Miami's just like, I can't do that, man. Their two best players are Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler, who are known for attacking strong to the basket and getting great positioning for their shots. And well, they're not so great at shooting the three ball. And in this league, you need that kind of firepower to stretch the floor because every team has legends on their roster. So even though their center Manchild just absolutely humiliated my player, it doesn't mean that much at the end of the game because for the most part, we have the capability to blow them out of the water with our three-point shooting ability. I think for next season, I'm going to end up doing a fantasy draft for our My Career because we have some teams that are super stacked like the Lakers and the Celtics, and then we have teams like Miami and originally Charlotte that just don't have a fighter's chance at winning a championship. And don't get me wrong, I do like it for the most part. You do end up with some David versus Goliath situations, but then again, you also end up with situations like this where I'm up against Miami, and normally when you think of the great Miami teams, you have Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Chris Bosh going at it. You have Dwayne Wade and Shaquille, but LeBron's on the Lakers, and even if he was retired, I'd put him on Cleveland instead of Miami. And Shaq is known for being with Orlando and the Lakers. So Miami would still get screwed in that situation, not having some of their Hall of Famers play for their team other than Dwayne Wade. It's a learning process, and it's a good situation to be in. I'm just happy that you guys are enjoying this series, and we actually do go off against the Heat. I'm just super amazed at what we were able to do against them because they had a really good matchup against my players specifically. Zerbo was being guarded by Jimmy Butler. They had Andre Iguodala, Steve Smith, and so many more guys that were able to match up against my player, but we still dominated against them. Of course, I did get blocked, but we did come away with a victory. I'm going to say it now. If you don't want to stick around, that's fine. But Manchild, throwing it down. That's what he's been doing the entire game. Jimmy Butler now being guarded by Deladon. Passing it around. Here's Steve Smith. It was a long-range jumper, but it was still for two. That's the downfall of Miami this game. LaMelo now getting some run-in with a bench. Passing it to Paul George, who's on the team. Deladon wide open, and our plays are coming into effect, and it is working. I'm at the point of the season now where I'm sort of in charge of the playbook and I'm able to run plays, so I'm happy about that. I get to pick which players call what plays, and I'm just super ecstatic. It's not just one screen for Kobe coming up, one screen for Zerbo to the left. We're actually able to get some motion in the offense, and that's something I really love. But then again, I fall in love with Kobe's shooting ability. We may have lost against the Lakers, and I will admit it was pretty bad, but we didn't have half of the players that we had on our team back then. I think it's going to be a lot closer of a matchup, and to be fair, we weren't even in the starting lineup. Baron Davis comes away with a block or a steal, a strip, whatever it was. It works out in our favor because Kobe just pulls up again from distance, showing his greatness. And it's now a 10-point lead. Goran Dragic hasn't learned. Kobe could have just taken that, but he decides to give up the ball and share with me, and we make the tough fadeaway jumper. Goran Dragic has it, and here's another pass to Joshua Manchild. He's trying to do his best to keep... What was that? What is up with my phone right now? How unprofessional of me. I greatly and deeply apologize. But anyways, let's get right back into it. The Heat definitely had some highlights tonight, but you could just see the disappointment on Dwayne Wade's face. He wasn't expecting his season to go like this. He wanted to compete for championships. And Paul George with a horrible shot with plenty of time on the shot clock, but we get the ball back. He decides to pull up again, and this time it was money. There's no more pressure on us to win this game. It is pretty much in the bag. We're up by over 20 points, and we're just too difficult to guard. Left, right, spin, fader. It was just too easy, and we continue to build on this lead. Baron Davis with a difficult pass. It gets stolen. Goran Dragic showing him how it's done to Manchild. Another highlight for that beast of a man. Sometimes I just struggle to find unique and creative ways to say how people score because I don't want to be repetitive, but that time it was just not allowing me to say what I wanted to say. We're driving on Jimmy, and we're throwing it down! We made sure that we didn't get blocked that time. I'm happy about that highlight. We just scored it over their best defender, and now we can celebrate. That's the end of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to stick around for the cutscenes.
Junior,
Yeah.
Nikki needs a few minutes. Come over here.
All right, cool.
Hey, Nikki. I
Hi.
got Junior.
Yes, Junior. All right.
Hey,
Are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Ready?
Great. We're on in 3, 2.
And what a show you put on with that scoring. Did you know that you had that type of offensive potential in you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I believe in myself. My fans give me strength, and I'm always getting reassurance from them. So I knew all along I was capable of a night like this.
Okay, great. Well, confidence in high supply. Thanks, Junior.
All right, thanks, Nikki.
We should all be that way. Thanks, guys.
Really close game tonight. What allowed you to pull out the victory down the stretch?
Us on this side, we got more heart than them.
Do you think it should have been that close?
No, not really. But we buckled down when we needed to, and we got the win. And that's what good teams do. Even if you come out flat, you fight through and you get the job done, not overnight.
Here's the box score for those interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. We ended the game with 19, 17, and 4.